Today, we're going to try out the old versions of the city of Brookhaven, and make sure to stay until the end, because we'll even test the very first city in the game. Everyone knows the city of Brookhaven today, with its recent changes. By the way, my favorite is really the restaurant. And yes, because in 2026, the city of Brookhaven changed a lot. And yes, look, even in this building, there have been changes. Because now, we have the ice cream shop right here. Or, for example, a new auto shop. And yes, it's really super interesting, guys, this auto garage. There's even a secret inside. But do you want us to go back to see what the city of Brookhaven used to look like? Because I even discovered some secrets. And here I am, back in 2025, and we're starting with the mall. Look at how it was in 2025. The mall was completely different. So here, this was less than a year ago. Yes, that was just about a year ago, guys. All the changes we've had, it's really crazy. So, the mall was like this. It was really small compared to today. But we already had Momo Pizza, which is still there today. It's one of the only things that remains. With, of course, the movie theater, which hasn't changed at all. There are quite a few things in the city that haven't changed. But for example, here, we had the Burger Barn. And yes, it was a burger restaurant. Today, we have a chicken restaurant instead. Honestly, I love the Burger Barn. I'm really upset that it's no longer here in Brookhaven, but it was really super cool. And here, of course, you could serve people at the drive-thru. Here, we had the manager's office at Burger Barn, and it was really a nice place. Anyway, I really like this restaurant. But you'll see that as the years go by, more and more things have changed in the meantime. And before moving on to 2024, I really want to show you the Brookhaven School. So this is the school we had in 2025. I think a lot of people knew it. So the school, it used to look like this in Brookhaven. I really like the theme of this school. It's true that it was really nice, even if it was a bit more simple. But you'll see that before, it wasn't like this at all. And look, I'm in 2023. That's the year I discovered Brookhaven. It's the year I started making videos. And look, here I am in the school in 2023. It looked like this. And back then, we only had one gym that was like this. With basketball hoops, it was really basic. And it was the same for the auditorium. We didn't have the stage set up at all. We just had this. There was absolutely nothing. And look here. We didn't have the teacher's lounge either. And right here, we just had a room to study quietly. And here, a room for art. And here for music. No, but really, I love the old school from 2023. But it's true. Look at the city of Brookhaven. It has really evolved. So it was really in 2023, right? But look at the police station. How it was. It was really small back then. There wasn't even a second floor. No. But it's really weird to see this. Don't you think it's super strange? For the police station, it's really crazy. It was really tiny. Wait, there was a secret room. I just saw a secret room. Because, yes, there are secrets that have disappeared. But before, there was a secret room, right here, between the two floors. And we had access to a secret code for the Brookhaven movie theater. Well, it was really hard to get there. I don't know if I'll manage to get there. But anyway, there really was a secret room, and you can see it. When you go through like this, you can see that the camera goes straight to the secret room. And of course you can see the film reel. But look here. This is how it was before. It's really strange to see Brookhaven again. And look at what the Brookhaven grocery store used to look like. It was much smaller before. It was like this. And you could even get real Coca-Cola. But look at the town hall, guys. Isn't there something that surprises you? About the town hall? Yes, there was a change in the meantime, because before the town hall, well, it was like this. And honestly, not much has changed in a few years. Just the wall. It used to be brick on the inside, whereas today, that's not the case at all anymore. But otherwise, it's exactly the same town hall. In fact, it's the only building that hasn't changed. Look, even the hospital, what it used to look like, it was like this. And wait until you see the inside, you're going to be shocked. This is what it looked like inside. And you still have the room here, with the secrets just behind. You can go through here to get to the secret room. But there was something, guys, in the old Brookhaven. And yes, there was a secret item. Well, wait, where is it again? Yeah, that's right, it's outside. Look, come with me, it was right here. And look, you have a secret syringe here, which disappeared from Brookhaven. So, before it was available here, and it completely disappeared. It doesn't exist anymore. I'd like to show you the outside of the city, but I think we'll do that in the next video. For now, we're only looking at the city of Brookhaven, but there's also a lot to talk about outside the city. And by the way, look at what the fire station used to look like. It was really small. We just had a little break room here while waiting for the next call. But wait, do you want to see even earlier? Yes, before 2023. And I have no choice but to take you with me to 2020. And yes, I couldn't find a version between 2020 and 2023. At the same time, there weren't many changes. But now, you're really going to be shocked. By the way, look at the Brookhaven arches. Yes, it's the symbol of Brookhaven. Those arches didn't exist before. So in 2020, we didn't have the 2 white arches of Brookhaven yet. But in any case, the city of Brookhaven was already there. And yes, look, there weren't many things, but in any case, we had the bank that was right here. It's really strange to see the bank across from the police station. At least if there was a robbery, the police could respond quickly. Here we had the Brookhaven bank vault, which is surprisingly similar to today. Look, right next to it, we had the Starbrook, and it looked like this. Well, honestly, I much prefer today's Starbrook. And then, the rest was still under construction. Look, it even said it was being built. Even the Brookhaven apartments, there wasn't much. I don't even know if I could get an apartment. Look, it didn't even work. But there was another planned floor, even if it wasn't built yet. By the way, look what we had right here. We had the Brookhaven Secret Agency building right here. With, of course, the FBI room. All of that really existed. It's 100% real what I'm showing you. So guys, subscribe. It's super important. That way, I'll show you many more things in Brookhaven you've never seen before. And here, look. We had the Brookhaven Courthouse, which was right here. And upstairs, we had the mayor's office. And yes, the mayor of Brookhaven was here. In Brookhaven, there wasn't a city hall yet, and you could get out through here. By the way, look, normally here we have the Brookhaven airport, but not at all. We had nothing at all. We just had a residential area, so all of this wasn't part of the city of Brookhaven. Honestly, the 2-story motel is really classy. It's really a building that has a lot of style. Naturally, I think it's really beautiful. It's truly a gorgeous building, so I'm really jealous. They had a really beautiful motel. Well, it's true that the city of Brookhaven was really very small. You could walk around it really quickly, but we still had other buildings here, even though everything was still under construction. Look, everything was still under construction. We had nothing in those buildings. Just a second bank. Yeah, a second bank. As if that wasn't enough. As if one bank wasn't enough. We had a second one, and then of course, we had the Burger Barn, its very first version. It was here, in Brookhaven. It was really a beautiful place with a little secret room. Come on, I'll show you. We had a little secret room. You could go through here, in the vent. And yeah, look, you could go through the vent, right here. And we had a little secret place to hide. Of course, if you were an employee and you didn't want to work. And you can do it today too, in the Brookhaven restaurant. The one from 2026, we also have a secret hiding spot. And to see that, I invite you to watch all my videos. In any case, the city of Brookhaven was much smaller in its very first version. And guys, tell me in the comments, which version did you prefer? And above all, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, and watch other videos.
Oh.